the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Adriana Fox.
Adriana Fox, a thrilling rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Hello again, everybody. It's Ashland High School football. Bob Thacker, Steve Brzezinski, bringing you tonight's game, presented by the Ashland Public Schools, the Tri-Valley League, and WACA-TV. Tonight, the Clockers are hosting the Bellingham Blackhawks, and the Blackhawks have 2 wins and 1 loss, and the Clockers have 1 win and 2 losses. The Blackhawks have only played 1 league game, and they lost it to Medway. They beat Blackstone Millville Regional, and they beat Bishop Stang in their non-league encounters. Clockers have a non-league win over Seekonk, and a loss to the large school Medfield, and a loss to the small school Dover Sherburne Hill last week. So they're 1-2, and they're looking to break a 2-game losing streak tonight, Steve.
Yes, they are. They got Bellingham, who you know, they had some good success against Bellingham in the last few years, which has been great. You know, but they look good. I saw them warming up, but you know, that left side of that line looks pretty big. The guy was throwing the ball good. It'll be interesting to see how Ashland does here. They were a favorite in the paper, as we talked about earlier, which is interesting.
He's been wrong every time.
Every time,
yeah.
Wrong every time.
And he's like, you know, according to the newspaper, he's like Santa Claus, that TD Pointer.
Oh yeah.
He's everyone and no one. He's no particular person.
It's a good way to say it. So we're waiting for Bellingham to come out here. It's a windy night today at Kunis Field.
You know, but the air freshened. We had 3 hot, muggy days in the clock town, and maybe it's more than 3, maybe 5.
No, it is definitely cooler than it was in the earlier in this week. So we got a rare Thursday night game.
Yes, due to the religious holiday that starts at sundown on Friday, the Tri-Valley League's playing on Thursday night, and that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a decent crowd. The kids do have school tomorrow, so unlike a Friday.
Yep.
A typical Friday.
Remind everybody that tonight we have the 50-50
And I don't have the Bellingham roster. Did I lose that somewhere?
Yeah, I was just trying to find Todd. We are without roster.
Well,
we will get one. Here comes Bellingham.
We got the Clockers.
You got the Clockers. We got that figured out. So the Clockers got it. You know, last game they started to run the ball pretty much in the first half the whole time, and then tried to open it up. And
started out conservative, you might say.
Absolutely. And I'd like to see, hopefully a little more balance and throwing the ball. That quarterback, Jackson Horning, he had such a great game against Medfield. He was, I think, 27 for 34, and he just had a great game. So.
And we went from, what did we score, 36 against a big, talented Medfield team.
Yep.
To 6 points against the Raiders, and we give the Raiders credit. They played their hearts out.
There was a few kids on the Raiders, 3 or 4 kids that really just played their heart out.
They made a big difference, those 3 or 4.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
They were flying all over the field. So we're going out for the coin toss. We got the two captains for Ashland, the number 33, Luke Gustafson, and number 52, Donnie Jones. There's 4 captains for the Bellingham Blackhawks, I believe. And so we're about ready to get underway here. Looking for a good game here. I hope Ashland comes out strong. They've been playing really good defense. They played really good defense the other day against Dover Sherborne. Only let up 10 points, and you know, they had a chance to win that game, that's for sure. So we got a roster now for Bellingham, and
Packers have won the toss and they have deferred.
looks like Ashland won the toss. They're going to defer. They're going to kick off here, and they're going to get the ball in the second half. So we're about ready to get underway here. Looks like Ashland's pretty jacked up tonight. That'd be great.
They're ready to play. Clockers in their home blue with white pants and white helmets. And the visiting Blackhawks in their visiting white with black pants and black helmets.
Well, it's definitely a chillier night.
Yeah, I wore a jacket.
I found one in my car. I didn't have one earlier. So Ashland's about ready to kick off here. This would be a big win. They need this Tri-Valley League win. They're in the small. Bellingham's in the small. And then they would have, then they need to beat Millis.
Yes.
You know?
It always seems to be that way.
Yep. And then hopefully Millis can beat DS, and then we'll have a three-way tie. But is there a 5th team in the
Yeah,
small
I think
this
it's
year?
Dedham.
Is it Dedham?
The new team, yeah.
So we don't. When do we play Dedham?
Next week at Dedham.
We're playing them. Okay.
For, you know, as far as I can remember, our first time ever playing.
Yeah.
Dedham coming out of the Bay State Conference to join the Tri-Valley League. I understand Norwood comes next year.
Really?
Yes. So we go to a 12-team league next year. And Agostinelli lets it go, and we're underway. Caught inside the 10. Quickly to the 30. He tried to go outside, but he found a clocker there.
The tackle made by
Good initial contact by number 20. The kicker, August Destelli. I didn't say that right.
Yeah, Chris Mejia was in there, 22.
Yep.
for the Blackhawks.
Blackhawks starting in decent field position, their own 35. We're just underway at Bill Cunis Field, the Clockers and the Blackhawks. Bob Thacker, Steve Brzezinski, Todd Carter, and a cast of thousands bringing you tonight's game. Up the middle, almost nothing.
Nope. Good job, Evan Smith pushing him back, and number 79, John Robertson, with the tackle there. We need a big game out of Evan.
Yep. He does a lot of the heavy lifting in that line, Steve.
Really controls that outside. On the other side, you got number 72, Casey Lichtford.
He's been steady. Lichtford
Yep.
and Robertson have been very steady.
Same with number 70, Dupende.
There's a sweep. He's in trouble. Tries to cut it in. Was lucky to get a yard.
Good job filling the gap there. Cornerback strung him out, and actually Evan Smith came back and made that, along with doing number 70. Donna Pudi. I'm going to get that right. Donna Pudi.
Jake Profit is number 9 for the Blackhawks. Trying to see who's quarterbacking them. Is it number 2? Yeah, it's Chris Domerkant, number 2, the freshman quarterbacking the Blackhawks tonight.
Wow.
And he wants to run. And he's across midfield. I'm not sure his number is 2, is it? Yeah.
That was a good escape by that quarterback, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's 21. It's not 2. It's Jim Kulduff, the captain of the Blackhawks, the junior. And he looked fast.
He did look fast.
He only hesitated a second and
I
took
know.
that ball.
It
You know,
looked-
he's used to running, you can tell.
Looked like he was getting caught behind the line there.
From a medium deep shotgun. First down of the game is in the books. And he gives that one up. And it's a nice little first down gain for old number 9, the co-captain, Jake Prophet.
With the tackle. And that was number 9, Jake Prophet, with the carry.
So Prophet is 9. Number 5 that you see out there, and he looks like he's going to be getting some carries is, oh boy.
That's a tough one.
Dan Unegbu. Dan Unegbu is 5. Up the middle.
Fake up the middle.
Got a few, but the Clockers had it essentially stopped. So a third and medium short coming up for the Blackhawks in Ashland territory at the Clocker 35.
Nice tackle by Casey.
Those are
Number
big-
72
those are big
who's coming off.
stackers.
Yep.
3 to go.
Those are big stops.
It's a big stop right out of the gate. I saw the quarterback warming up, Bob. He was throwing the ball really accurately. Again, there was no one on, but he can huck that ball.
This would be a good time for it, Steve. You gotta respect the run here. But they don't even have a guy in the backfield, so the Clockers can play the pass, back to pass, long and deep. He throws it short. It's intercepted. Very good return, almost to midfield. Who picked it?
It's a free safety there.
Sophomore Jake Latessa with the
Jake
interception.
Latessa.
It looks like Latessa. It was Latessa.
Yep.
Boy, he came. He knew what to do.
First down.
He played that well. That quarterback was locked in on the two receivers on the left, threw it into the wind, and Jake went back and grabbed that. It was a good return too, all the way almost to the 50-yard line.
I think the wind held that one up a little, huh?
It
looked
did.
like
Oh,
it.
yeah. So we got Dom in for quarterback right now. Dom Kavanaugh, number 10.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dom sparked the Clockers to their only touchdown against the Raiders last week in the 4th period, and he gets the nod tonight. Good power run for a nice handful on first down.
Brody Asenko with the carry.
It's usually, yep, it is. It's
That's
Asenko.
6 yards.
Brody Asenko, number 23, the junior.
So Dom's a sophomore.
Yeah, he has a maturity about him, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And Horning's is a junior.
Clockers also use number 52, Don Jones, the senior at quarterback. So we'll see what Coach McKay wants to do tonight. Everyone plays on Coach McKay's team. From what I can tell, this is straight up the middle. Tries to bend it left. The Hawks are all over that. And we got a 3rd and 4-ish coming up for Ashland, looking for their first down of the game, their first possession of the game.
Gain of about a yard.
We're in the first period.
Not much up the middle there.
6:32 to
They
go.
like to run that. It's quarterback draw straight up the middle. It's worked in the past, that's for sure. Dom, when he first came in the Medfield game, went up the field twice and then threw the touchdown pass. You got number 5, Trevor, here on the wing.
Trevor DePerron is split. He's looking for DePerron, but he goes to number 33. That's Luke Gustafson all by himself. A coverage mix-up.
Touchdown.
Nope. Luke was wide open right out of the gate. You can see that develop.
Wow.
The guy that was on him went up front. Luke was wide open. There was no one covering him.
No one covering him.
No one covering him.
No,
So they're trying to cover him with an outside linebacker. The outside linebacker, it must have been a fake because he went straight forward and Luke went right by him. It was a good pass.
45 yards. Kavanaugh to Gustafson. The extra point try is wide left. So,
Just under
the,
6 minutes
the
left.
score holds. It's
The
Ashland
Clockers
6
take a 6-0 lead.
and Bellingham nothing. Timeout on the field.
So that's a good mix there. I like that, a little pass, a little run. That was good.
First pass of the night for the Clockers, and It's a 45-yard touchdown, Kavanaugh to Gustafsson.
Well, Luke is one of the captains, and he's had a great career, good baseball player, too. I think he says he wants to play baseball in college, which is interesting. He's a very good baseball player.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's part of the core of his class.
Absolutely.
He's a senior.
Well, that's a good start for Ashland out of the gate.
So 2 passes have been thrown in this game, one by Bellingham, one by Ashland, and the Clockers have caught both of them with the interception, and the Clockers turned that interception into 6 points and take the lead. It's a poocher, fair catch. Blackhawks going to start at their own 38 with their second possession. I think they got one. I think they only got 1 first down. I think before they turned it over on the interception.
Yeah, on that scramble by the quarterback.
You may not see passing now heading this direction.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to the wind. Ashland has the wind at their back right now, so.
Let's see if the Blackhawks keep it on the ground or try the passing game one more time. Try the ground game. It's number 3 this time with the call. And his name is Chris Domerkant. He's a freshman.
Number 3, Chris Domerkant with the carry. He's taken down just beyond the line of scrimmage. Gain of about
well, Bellingham's got some freshmen out there playing.
Yeah. You know, it bodes well for the future of their team.
That's for sure.
And obviously they're players, so they wouldn't be out there. Coach of the Blackhawks, unknown to us.
So the corners are Jason Arms still, number 25. See who's on the deep one there on the wide side.
He rolls. He's in trouble. He's cornered. And I guess he just got rid of that one.
He did. The guy was open. He needed to throw it back to him. He was open, but he really wasn't looking for the ball. Number 24 was open.
Kilduff is the quarterback. 24 is
Mikey Adams.
Evan LaRoche.
Evan LaRoche. Sorry about that.
Adams 23. So a 3rd and long for the Blackhawks, and you know, ordinarily a passing situation, but they got a bitter taste in their mouth after that interception. Maybe something short and over the middle.
Noah Feller just came into the game. Fuller.
Straight back, 2-step drop, complete over the middle, and a first down. Nicely done. There's the arm you saw in practice.
Yep, that was almost intercepted as well. Ashland had a beat on that thing, and the guy took it right out of his hands.
Reception made by number 9, Jake Profit, for the first down.
Jake Profit, we're going to hear his name a few more times.
Just shy of the 50-yard line.
He's one of the co-captains, and he's a senior. He wears number 9.
Number 35 out here, Jason Christensen, playing outside backer.
Clark has anticipated that play beautifully.
Good job by Smith on that one. He sniffed that out.
Evan Smith with the tackle.
No, he's a big kid that's going to play baseball in college too, I believe.
Junior quarterback from the Blackhawks. Gain of 1, second down.
Really nice kid. So there's about 4 minutes to go here in the first period.
2nd and 9. They're going to try to run it again. Nothing doing.
Nice job by Casey Lickford there, number 72 with the tackle. You know, the Bellingham likes to go in motion. They have that motion guy going the whole time. Just gives them options for sweeps and what have you, but the quarterback pulls around. It's not working right now.
Caucus played the sweep very well.
I think with those 2 seniors, Casey and Evan out there, that's going to be a tough run for them all game. And our cornerbacks have been playing well. Still can't pick out the cornerback on the other side. Might be number 19, Kevin Burns.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
He's a senior. They're going quad right.
Wow. 4 receivers. The top of your screen. Straight back. Now he steps up and down he goes. Who got him?
Another tackle by Evan, but Evan needs to make sure he doesn't make any more of those moves. They will throw a penalty on that.
4th down and just shy of 15 yards remaining.
He did the old bring me more, Bob.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they feed me more, feed me more.
Wow. He devours quarterbacks.
Even when Luke went in the end zone, he kind of gave a little something. They don't like that here.
Be interesting to see what happens to this punt with the wind being what it is.
Absolutely. I'd be getting off the field if I was Ashland once he kicked it.
Gets a good snap. The big rush was on and they knocked him over.
They knocked him over, and it's going to be against Ashland because I don't believe they touched it.
Ball is touched dead.
There was 4 guys in on him.
Just outside the 45.
That's a 9-yard kick from the line of scrimmage.
There's a flag on the play.
Now, do we have 2 roughing the kickers? Do we have the running in and roughing? Running in being the 5 and roughing being the 15.
This was the 15 variety.
Let's see what the call is. 15 makes it first down.
Well, I think it's. Oh, they're going to wave it off because he tipped it.
Oh, they did get a finger on it.
No penalty.
First time this year I've seen the Clockers put the rush on that kick, the block.
They had 4 guys back there, Bob.
Blockers?
No, they had 4 guys in the backfield going to block the punt.
Yeah.
It was.
But Bellingham had at least three protecting the kicker.
They ran him over.
Yeah. It was like a fire sale. Or a fire drill, I should say. First down, Ashland. Kavanaugh's your quarterback. He's changing the play from the sideline using a complicated system where Coach McKay yells the play to him. And it's a drive up the middle for a nice 6-yard first down pickup.
Really good drive on the legs on that one by Brody.
Brody, very, very dependable on those first down plays that are so important. Got to get good positive yardage on first. It changes the complexion of the whole series. Second down. 4. This is going to be a run to the left side that's going to go for maybe half a yard.
You know, just looking at their defense, the way they're playing it, that wheel, if the wide receiver here on the left does a little in, the wheel route is completely open to Luke.
Okay, let's see.
Easier said than done, but.
Let's see if the offensive coordinator of the Clockers.
Nathan Sickles out here, Trevor DeProne out right, and DePeron.
Up the middle. They got the first down and a lot more. Really beautiful nice blocking up front by the Ashland offensive line.
Dependai had his guy on his back, number 70.
Senko hit that hole beautiful. Manjo Donapudi with a great block to spring him. First down, Ashland. Leading 6-0 and driving. Kavanaugh wants to throw long and deep. Misfires and complete. Wow. That bounced off a defender.
He took it right out of his hands.
That's Jason Christensen with the reception.
Jason Christensen, number 35 with the reception. That was right off his hands. Jason was open. He kind of threw it behind him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good ball. Clockers quickly.
Yeah, I would go quickly too.
And Brody doesn't find the opening this time. And it's 2nd and 10, but the Clockers are inside the 15.
That was a crazy play.
You know, and we saw 2 strange plays last week, remember?
Yeah.
With the
but they just ripped it out of their hands.
2 Raiders ripped the ball out of the Clockers' hands. Kavanaugh wants to pass. Now he lets it go. It's deflected, and let's see the call.
It's gonna be an interception.
Looks like it's going to be an interception.
No, on the ground. They're calling it.
The Hawks are acting like they didn't catch it.
And that is an interception.
Now they
for
give
the
it to 'em.
Blackhawks.
Hawks didn't
And
know
on that
themselves.
turnover, the Blackhawks will take over.
They had originally called it an incomplete pass, and then they gave it to him.
So Kevin, I got lucky on the first one, didn't get lucky on that one.
Is number 5,
And the Blackhawks get the interception.
with the interception.
So
For the
only
Blackhawks.
3 seconds to go in the quarter, so
An egg boot with that pick.
Bellingham's going to get the win after this first play.
So each team with an interception. Blackhawks deep in their own territory with a first down. Oh, the quick out. A tough catch and a good move. Those are hard-earned 3 yards.
And the reception made by number 9, Jake Profit. That's the end of the first quarter as Don Jones makes the tackle.
Donnie Jones, number 52, made the
It'll
stop
be
there.
second down for the Blackhawks.
It's hard to see that over there. These numbers are still kind of hard to pick up with the gray and the blue. So into the first period, Ashland is ahead 6-0.
And the boys change sides now.
Bellingham
and
has the ball in the 18. Yep.
so who has the win now?
So
The Blackhawks now
Blackhawk,
are going
have
in
the
the
win.
better direction. Yeah,
but it shifts a little bit.
we'll see if that changes. Maybe that was why Coach McKay was passing near the end of that period, trying to take advantage of
I
those
think
last
so,
few
yeah.
those last few snaps with the wind. Gusty winds, 20, 25 miles an hour in the clock town late this afternoon and into the evening. Tonight's game being played on Thursday, September 28th, 2017. Bob Thacker, Steve Krasinski, and Todd Carter at William Cunis Field on the campus of Ashland High School. Clock is trying to even their record tonight at 2. 2nd and 4.5, we'll call it. Quick out again. He cuts it in. He doesn't break any tackles this time, but he falls forward for a couple.
No, that was a good tackle by Jason Christensen out there, number 35,
Don Jones in on that.
and Donnie
tackle.
Jones on as well.
Third
He
down.
actually got less than a yard. 3rd and 4-ish.
Everyone's going no huddle.
Kilduff, quick opener. And we've got
It's
a
going to be
measurement.
close.
Yeah. We got something to think about here. It depends on the placement of that ball. And the sticks are started to move, and it is a first down.
Wow, they moved those quickly. I would be asking for a measurement on that.
Yeah.
I think Coach is saying the same thing.
He didn't really give him a chance, did he?
No,
That
that's
is a
pretty
first
typical,
down
though, in the high school
for the
game.
Blackhawks.
Anything close, they give it to you.
First down, Bellingham. They're now out to their own 20. Another quick out. This one bounces off and bounces out of bounds.
That ball just
You
off
got to
the
turn
hands
and
of
fire
Dan
that
Booth.
thing quick, and sometimes that happens.
You do.
Incomplete. Second down.
Now, can you release on that play, Steve? Can you pump fake
Oh, yeah, you can pump fake.
and then try to get behind the defender?
No, that's a good play. It's a hitch and go.
But again, this time it's a slant.
Oh, didn't catch it. Almost
Nobody
had an
got it.
interception there by Kevin Burns.
That was, I can't say that was a good throw. Kilduff.
That was not a good throw.
I know it was a quick play, but that was into 2 clockers, and Kilduff's receiver wasn't even looking for the ball.
So 3rd and 10, number
Yeah, all of a sudden it's
79 is
3rd
coming
and
up.
10.
John Robertson, Dom went in. Dom Cavanaugh, number 10.
They're trying to take advantage of the wind, but they're not going downfield. But they are now over the middle. Intercepted again. Who's got that one?
Jake Latessa again.
Latessa brings it back inside the 25.
Interception of the evening.
He's playing free safety like he means it. That's he's reading the quarterback right, just floating back, and
Like a free safety should.
absolutely.
Jake Latessa, a big night. 2 interceptions. 1 in the first period and 1 here in the second period. Clockers back in business. Just inside the Blackhawk 25, 1st and 10. Call it the 24. Kavanaugh at quarterback. Usually Brody Yasenko, but not this time. Kavanaugh takes it himself and gets the 5.
That's quarterback Dom Kavanaugh with the carry. And he takes the ball
Down to the
just
20-yard
about
line.
the 20-yard line. It is on the 20.
So we got 2nd and 6 from the 20 here.
4, second down.
Donnie Jones is taking a little spell right now.
DePerron split to the near side.
Nice run by Brody right up the middle for a first down.
Tackle made by number 55. That's Josh Jones.
Really good job by the offensive line.
Not enough to stop
Number
the first
67
down.
there, right guard.
First down, Clockers.
It's Michael McSweeney.
Clockers establishing themselves.
Right over him. And Dupende.
Sickles is left. DePerron is right. And Kavanaugh takes it himself up the middle and is met and driven back, but not before. He picked up about 2.5 yards.
Kavanaugh with the carry up the middle. There's a gain of a couple yards.
He does a good job picking his hole there, you know.
Yeah, there wasn't much, Steve.
Wasn't much there, but he made a little bit out of that.
Ashland's slot receiver is number 3, Luke Gustafson, who has that Clocker touchdown tonight. We're leading 6-0. Ashland 6, Bellingham nothing. 7:45 left to go until halftime. Straight back. Now he tries to weave. They meet him. He got something.
Well, he looked to pass there. He went to the right. It was covered.
The second effort.
Went back to Trevor, and he was covered, and just decided to tuck and go.
Maybe half a yard on that play by Don Kavanaugh.
We'll call it no gain, and now it's 3rd and 8. Dom came right over to the bench to get the play directly from Coach McKay. DePerron is number 5. He's split the near side. Gustafson's on the line, and Sickles is split left. And DePerron gets the call. Takes it inside the 10, but the 4th down play is coming up. Based on that extra point try earlier tonight, I'm thinking Ashland goes for it here. They're going to talk it over.
Yep, they're going to take a quick timeout here and check it out.
I don't see a field goal.
No, not into the wind. They haven't been getting the ball up on their extra points.
Yeah,
so
even with the wind, yeah.
They did well in the Medfield game.
Yes, he had some great kicks in the mid, but every once in a while, the Ashland place kicker, Andre Agostinelli, kicks one of those sideway dying quails. And, you know, place kicks are more than just the place kicker.
Oh, yeah.
There's a snap and there's a holder, and everything has got to be precision.
Yep. Definitely. Well, that's, you know, and that's the best part about football. Every player on the team has a job. They got to do it. You know, the slogan that Belichick used, do your job, do your job.
There's a lot of truth in it.
There's a lot of truth to that, you know. You can't take plays off.
Clarkers break the huddle with their coach. DePerron is heading to the other side. Is it going to be, yeah, they've reversed it. Sickles is on our side now. And now DePerron goes in motion. Straight back, the quick out to DePerron. And a great tackle. Saves the day. Jake Profit, you know, the guy, a guy you don't want really to be involved in the play if you can help it. And they went to his side, and Profit made the kind of tackle that a team captain makes.
Well, Ashland's been squandering it a little bit. They had some good field position there. But you know what? They've been playing great on defense.
Yeah, I guess, let's see, they had 2 plays go for nothing on 2nd and 3rd down, no gains. And the last play went for a couple of 3 yards, and that was it. So,
Players are trying to get the crowd going.
yeah, it's a
here.
great, these are great opportunities for a defense to put up their own points in one way or another.
Yep.
Pinning the Blackhawks deep in their own territory and getting the advantage of fantastic field position if you can make them punt.
Quick handoff up the middle. Not much there.
I always find a first down, when you get the other team starting at their own 6, if they get a first down, I think it's demoralizing for a defense.
Oh, yeah.
It's a missed opportunity. Just like, an offense missing an opportunity in the red zone, well, the defense can miss an opportunity in the red zone too.
That is true.
Under center, Steve. He kept it. He goes downfield, juggled, but caught in a first down at the 27-yard line. Old number 44 picked that one on. Picked up that reception. Kenny Morrissey, the junior. He juggled it beautifully, but he didn't get hit, so he was able to corral it and bring it in.
He did. Luke Gustafson ended up making that tackle and threw him down in anger.
Yeah, Luke was disappointed. Yeah, you can see that. Roughly 20-yard play and a big Bellingham first down out in a much more reasonable area than their own 6-yard line. The quick one again, slightly slanted, goes for another first down.
Well, they've had some success out there, so the cornerbacks are back a little bit. Kevin Burns on the coverage, but the cornerbacks are playing back about 8-10 yards. That was just a quick slant inside, skinny post.
2 in the backfield this time. 1 split, 1 in the slot. It is a run, and it goes for about 4.
Number 79, John Robertson, with the tackle for the Clockers.
Yeah, John Robertson's had a pretty good first half up the middle there. Number 79.
Second and 6. Kilduff, another quick pass, sailing over the head of the intended receiver, Chris Kelly.
Well, he got lucky on that because if it was short, Luke was going to rip that off.
He just let that one go. That one didn't have a chance.
He got lucky on that one because if it was a little lower, Jason might have had a play on it, Jason Arms, and Luke was on the inside.
But they're doing these quick releases.
They are. Doesn't show us the size of the Bellingham team. But those 2 guys on the left look pretty big.
Let's see if they run that side. 3rd down play. No, he wants to pass. Kilduff rolls right. He lets it go. He had a man open, but that pass was thrown out of bounds. So it's going to bring up a punting situation.
Well, it was thrown out of bounds, but it was tipped. I think the guy tipped it and got it out of bounds.
The rusher or
no,
the defensive back? The defender.
The early defensive back. Right. There was the underneath guy, the linebacker.
Hawks can have a conversation. Yep, they are.
So we got 4 minutes and 31 to go in the first. We got a little timeout here.
Bellingham.
Very few timeouts in the first half. Ashland 6, Bellingham nothing. Second quarter action from Bill Kunis Field. Tonight's game being played on Thursday, September 28th, 2017. Clock is trying to break a 2-game losing streak here at Kunis Field. All 3 of their games have been played at Kunis Field. Today they won their opener, but they've lost the last 2.
Well, that wind has picked up again.
Yeah, and we had a late start tonight, too. We started at 7:30 because of an open house at the school.
Don't they know there's a pro football game on tonight?
What do we got tonight?
We got the Bears and the,
the Bears
Packers.
and the Packers. And
Bears surprisingly won last week.
You know, they're meeting for about the 190th time. Do you know the series is tied?
Is it really?
93 wins each.
And they both won last week in overtime.
They're going for it on 4th down. A big rush. He dumps it over the middle. Complete to Prophet. He falls forward. It depends where the ball is and how it's spotted, but he is very close to a first down. It looks like he's on the line, and it is a first down for the Blackhawks. Once again, Steve, the wrong kid got the ball.
Well, he did, but there was a hold right at the point of attack where he threw the ball. There was a kid that had him dead to rights, and he was getting held from behind. Oh, my gosh. I thought he was going to get him, but he got held up.
Clark has had a big rush on that 4th down play.
It was a big play by Bellingham.
And Kilduff really played it beautifully. Just what you're supposed to do, dump it over the rushers. And now they get him and level him at the 43. He had nowhere to go that time, Steve.
Nope.
So it's going to be second and long.
Ethan Smith and Dupende on the sack there.
Loss on that play, second down. We have a 30-second timeout, Blackhawks.
Number 22 coming in the game, Christian Mejia.
A reminder, our 50-50 raffle will be winding down in the next few minutes.
Now, where's he going to play? Is he going to be an outside linebacker?
To get your tickets, and we'll pick the winner during our halftime
It looks like they're going double safety.
And during halftime, we'll feature the performances of the Bellingham Blackhawks.
Well, on the Ashland defense, we've got Jason Arms on our side.
Well, I think all in all, Ashland's a bigger team.
And is that that's Sickles is one of the safeties.
Number 3 is Jake Latessa.
Jake of the 2 interceptions tonight. Tries to roll again. The big rush again. He eludes it. The sideline play that hasn't worked all night doesn't work again.
What a great job by the defense there to stay with their men deep.
Birds on the coverage.
The guy chasing him was right on his tail.
From the 44.
He threw the ball well. It was just out of bounds.
Kevin Burns is over there, Steve.
Yep, number 19.
And they've been going in his direction a couple of times here, and he's up to the task.
Still got the double safety in.
And the 2 safeties are what? Sickles and...
No, Sickles isn't on defense.
No, it's not Sickles. It's Latessa.
And number 22, Christian Mejia. This is a little reverse action. It's going to go nowhere.
Woo!
That was Brody Asenko with the tackle on that play, bringing down Dan Zupu. Blackhawk Jr.
Brody Asenko.
Getting some time on defense. Number 17 enters for Ashland. And that's Bubba Gazzard.
Bubba Gazzard. See the punt returner. No, that's Sickles is the punt returner.
Sickles' jersey's kind of scrunched up by the padding he's wearing.
That's Sickles back there.
That's
Bubba's playing linebacker.
It's a punting situation again. Clock has blocked the last one, I guess you'd have to say, Steve.
Well, yeah, they were kicking into the wind, so might be a little different here, but
that was a tremendous rush. The Clockers just got a finger on it, ended up with a 9-yard punt for the Blackhawks and gave the Clockers good field position. Let's see what they do this time. They only rush 3 and nearly get in there again. Sickles at the 22, across the 30, across the 35, across the 40. Cuts it and just about gets to midfield. They mark it at the 48. Nice return by Nathan Sickles.
Close to midfield. It looks like that ball will be spotted.
well, that was a really good run back. Ashland got a little lucky. It looks like Kevin Burns kind of pulled up at the end. It looks like he was going to hit him in the back, but he pulled up.
Their drive.
He got a little earful when he came over the side, but he did the right thing and pulled up and didn't hit him.
First and 10 Ashland at their own 48. Good field position. Plenty of time. 3:07 left until halftime. Clock is holding a 6-0 lead. Dom Kavanaugh calling signals. Gets the play. He wants to pass. He has time. It's complete. Number 33, Luke Gustafson. He was open and he got yardage after the catch. It's a first down for Ashland at the Blackhawk 36. Clockers do not rush to the line of scrimmage this time. Actually a semi-huddle, which is now rare. Senko in the backfield. Gets the call. Goes right off tackle for a beautiful gain.
He's definitely getting stronger the more he runs the ball. He's picking it up and getting a lot stronger.
No huddle. Jeez, that was 8, Steven, almost. Now we want to pass. Kavanaugh bounces, throws it long and deep. Touchdown! Nathan Sickles. From Don Kavanaugh, let's see, let's mark that one. We're going to call that 29 yards. Kavanaugh to Sickles. Clockers lead 12-0. They do not go for 2. They're going to go for 1 again. Snap back ball down. Much better. And it's good.
What a great play. There was a safety back there, and the safety, he kind of fed off the safety. Jason Christensen was going down the middle, held that safety up, and he rightfully threw to Sickles in the end zone. He was covered well. He just went up and got that ball.
You're exactly right. Who wants it more? You know, that's a jump ball.
Absolutely.
And Nathan said, I'm going to get this one.
Great job. That's the first time I think we've called Nathan's number tonight, but he's had a...
If you can get a defender to play like that, you've got something.
Absolutely.
But typically it's the receiver who's got a better eye on the ball and just goes and gets it. That's what you got to do as a receiver, particularly in high school football. If you're going to wait till everything is in, right on the numbers, right in your hands, you're going to wait a long time.
Nathan's a junior, so he's coming back. So let's see what they do here. They kicked off all the way down the 15 the first time, and then the second time they did a little pooch kick.
Against the wind from the 40. That's hard spinner, a fair catch at the 24.
That was a very good turn of events for Ashland there. He had a little room. He called the fair catch.
Palermo, Jimmy Palermo with the honors.
So we got 2:24 to go here in the first half.
If you're Ashland, you're thinking, let's hold them and we'll get one more crack at the end zone. Clock is leading now 13-0. Blackhawks have moved the ball a little bit. They've gotten to midfield. They've gotten a little bit more maybe, but they haven't really been in what I like to call the red zone.
Did you think that up yourself, the red zone, Bob?
I also have other colors. The orange zone, that's between the 20 and 30.
There you go.
Then the yellow zone between the 30 and 40.
Where's the black zone?
It's back on your own 10.
Yeah, when you're going the wrong way.
Carried by Chris Kelly.
Clock running now as we go under 2 minutes. Neither team using timeouts. This play will determine if any timeouts are going to be used. 2nd down and 5. They run it again. Prophet can't get around the corner, but he's such a tough kid. He still managed to pick up.
He really did.
3 yards, or did he get even more than that? We got a 3rd and 1 coming up.
He was hit behind the line and
He's a guy to watch.
keeps going.
You know, Steve, he's a guy you got to watch.
He's off the field right now, but
There's a break for Ashland right there.
Third down.
Because when it's in his hands, see if they go to Chris Kelly, 16. They like to go to him. They try the running play, and it's a first down.
Ashland was in more of a prevent defense there. They did not have the line stacked.
As you might think they would on a 3rd and 1.
Third and 1, but I think they're just thinking, you know, the long pass, which probably makes a lot of sense.
Leading 13-0 with time running out in the first half.
Quarterback could have done a sneak either side.
Yeah, and he has some ability, that Kilduff, to run the ball. We
Yeah.
saw that early in the game. If it's a first down, Kilduff, that quick slant, almost picked off again.
That would have been picked off, but the receiver just nicked it.
And Kilduff, no hesitation. He throws that ball whether anyone's looking at it or he just fires it.
Oh, yeah.
Second down.
He's already had 2 picks tonight, but he is not shy. He's not gun shy at all.
Not at all.
That pass stopped the clock with 51 seconds and a 2nd and 10 coming up. If they get nothing on this, you may see a clock or timeout or 2. He wants to throw. He's under pressure. Over the middle, complete. It's not a first down. It's across the Bellingham 40. It's a 3rd down play coming up. The clock continues to run, 35 seconds.
3rd down.
And now someone called a timeout. I'm guessing the Blackhawks. It was.
30-second timeout.
So we're down to 33 seconds left. Blackhawks with a 3rd and 3 at the 42, their own. They need a first down, and then they have a chance to throw something downfield.
Well, that was a little bit of a broken play. Number 44 came all the way across.
Yeah, Kilduff did a nice job, and I guess you'd have to say the receiver got himself open some way, yeah. Over center, under center, I should say. And it's a running play.
Oh, good stuff there.
They lost yardage. Unegbu carried.
Chris Domerkant with the carry. A gain of about a yard, and that brings 4th down and another timeout.
No, that was Domerkant, excuse me, the freshman. Number 3.
Looks like they're going to go for it here. There's called a timeout, 20 seconds to go. They're on their 42-yard line. That's an interesting call for sure.
Yeah, would the Clockers have let it run out?
I don't know. Probably if they went down. They're into the wind.
You could at least find out and let the Clockers call the timeout, right?
Yep.
Well, maybe the coach has something in mind here, the Blackhawks coach. We're going to find out very soon. But if this play does not go for the first down, the Clockers will have a chance to throw a couple in the end zone with the wind.
Yep.
Or is it against the wind? No, against
it's
the
against
wind.
the wind.
Yeah, excuse me. The first chill we felt in Ashland
Freezing
in
out.
about, what, 3-4 weeks?
I know.
It's been a very hot September. Kilda from the shotgun this time. The quick out is complete for a first down. If they have a timeout left, they do. They use it. So they're going to get the last shots with 14 seconds on that first down play.
And we have another timeout.
Cameron Picard
Called by the Blackhawks.
received that pass, complete from Kilduff.
That is the Blackhawks' last timeout
We'll see if the
for the half.
Clockers go into some kind of a prevent defense. It's a long way to throw it. The throw would have to be 55 yards to get into the end zone. And will Jim Kilduff have the kind of time to wait for his receivers to get into the end zone? Or will they go for something over the middle or down the sideline, hoping for a quick reception and a quick out of bounds?
We'll let you know who those folks are just in a moment. after the half ends.
Here we go. Kilduff runs into his own blocker, rolls right. This hasn't worked for him all night, and he's sacked.
That was Casey Litchford catching up.
2 seconds left in the half.
Jim
I
Kilduff.
guess he got out of bounds, so the Blackhawks will have one more play.
That ends the first half
No,
of
he
play.
didn't. The first half is over.
13.
Quite a battle, but the Clockers have the advantage on 2 touchdown passes by Dom Cavanaugh, one to Luke Gustafson and one to Nathan Sickles, and it's 13 for Ashland, nothing for Bellingham. The second half is coming up in 10 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television.
Outside too much. They had that one scramble by the quarterback, I think, in that first series, first down. But beyond that, they've held him inside, and that's where Ashland's strong.
And Dom Cavanaugh in his first varsity start here tonight
Yeah, I just hope everything's okay.
has answered the call.
Yeah, I was, thinking about that. I hope everything's okay with Jackson. I hope he's not hurt.
Is he on the sideline?
He is on the sideline.
He's right there, number 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns you is usually in this situation, the coach finds something else for him to do.
Right.
And we haven't seen that tonight. Because an athlete like that's got to be on the field for you. Oh, a muff. Who's got it? A scrum at the Ashland 30. No excitement by either side,
No,
which
Ashland's
usually means the receiving team has retained possession.
Ashland covers, and that's first down.
Man, did that bounce. That bounced about 10 yards.
Yeah, that was, I think that was number 37 back.
Who would
Back
that
for
be?
Ashland.
Who would that be?
Hit
Hit him right in the chest.
Jelani
Oh, yeah.
DeBrose.
Hit him right in the chest.
Yep.
Oh, Jackson Hornig in at quarterback.
Well, good to see that. Good to see he's not hurt.
Yes.
Senko with the carry, and he's brought down after a gain of 3.
Of course, you and I, you never know, and the fans, we never know what happened at practice this week,
Yeah.
or if somebody was tardy,
School
or yeah,
something.
yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
We're not going to
That's
guess.
that's internal
That's
within the team.
Absolutely.
Up the middle.
Good
Oh,
run.
oh, oh, oh!
Really nice run. He's getting
Brody
stronger.
Asenko, wow.
That was number 22, Christian Mejia.
Excuse
Oh.
me. Chris Mejia answering the call. Chris 22, Brody 23. Again, nothing doing.
Well, it's
Boy.
good that you have 2 quarterbacks that have the ability to play. You know,
The Clockers actually have 3, although I'll tell
Donnie
you,
hasn't been doing much.
no, and Donnie had so much trouble with the snap
Yeah.
his last time out that Coach McKay didn't want to use him that way anymore. So it seemed. Hello to everyone watching us on Facebook tonight live.
We're on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we got 55 people watching us live on
No
Facebook.
way.
Yeah.
I've had 2 people come in and said,
Yes.
I listened to you live the last 2 games.
Yes.
I think that's hysterical. It's good to see people care about the team.
Well, yeah, you don't have to come out on a windy, cold night, you know. Some people can't come out for one reason or another. Oh, boy, he was getting into a good blocking position there. It was going to be a rollout to the right or a
that's McSweeney.
Clockers have been very good
Michael's been doing really well.
about avoiding penalties, I was going to say.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. You know, he's just aggressive, and you know that'll happen.
Jeez, I'm trying to think. What is that? The second penalty of the night, or is that the only penalty of the night?
That might be the only penalty that stuck. The block punt, they'd called a penalty, but waved it off.
Waved it off?
Waved off something down here earlier.
Yep. 3rd and 15. Who's got it? He wants to pass. It's complete. Short gain. Give him 6 to Luke.
Screen pass.
With the reception.
Luke was in heavy traffic there. There wasn't too many places to go. He made a good 6-7 yard gain out of it, but now it's 4th and 8. And the Clockers are in a punting situation. Who's rolling back there? Is it Prof? Is it 9? Who is it?
That is Profit.
Yeah. Oh, a beautiful kick with the win into the end zone. More than he wanted, I guess you'd have to say. That's a touchback, and the Bellingham Blackhawks will be starting at their own 20 with a first down.
Well, good punt. That reminds me of when Dylan Martin used to punt.
Yes.
Big number. I think he was 70, 69,
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, I remember Dylan.
He's still playing at Western New England.
No kidding.
And I believe he started for a lot of. He started for the last 2 years. I know. I think he played a lot as a freshman too. He's been all conference too, which is great to see.
He had the size and he had the desire.
His legs are massive.
We're in the 3rd period. We got 7:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Ashland is leading Bellingham 13-0. Bob Thacker, Steve Brzezinski, and Todd Carter with you tonight at William Cunas Field. And a big hole. He bounces to the outside. A nice hit, nails him at the 41, but that's a first down.
Really good run by number 3. They're getting a little chippy out there right now. You start seeing that.
Jake Latessa with the tackle.
Number 3 is that
First down.
Unegbu. Dan Unegbu, a junior. Or Chris Darmacont, the freshman. That's Unegbu right there.
Made by number 5, Dan Inubu, taken down by Jason
Clocker defense jumping right back
Jason
into the
Christensen.
fray.
I think that was Luke Gustafson on the catch there, on the tackle. Might have been Jason.
Let's see, what is Luke? Luke is what, 33,
Yeah.
and Jason's 35, so hard to see. Up the middle just a little, or if anything, push back. And a 3rd and long, he lost.
John Robertson, 79 on the tackle. Here comes Dom in for looks like Dom comes in on the 3rd down and longs. On the 3rd down and long for
That's what I call
Robertson.
the nickel package.
The nickel package. Just thought of that one. Here comes Fuller, playing nose tackle.
Blackhawks show run. Let's see what they do. Long count. He wants to pass. He rolls deep. Kilduff in trouble. Lowry lets it go. Profit's got it. He gets to the 40, driven back and down.
reception by
It ends up.
That was a
It ends
long
up
play.
a 2-yard gain.
That was a long play. They,
Wow. He had to do that. He couldn't take a loss that
no,
far
he couldn't
back.
take a lock that far back, but the guy did a good job. He actually had a blocker in front of him too.
4th down. And the Hawks in deep punt formation. Who's back for the Clockers? Is it?
It's Nathan Sickles
It
is
is
back.
Nathan. Yeah, he's around his own 22. Straight up.
Get out of the way.
The
Run
wind
off
kills
the
it.
Field.
It takes an Ashland bounce, before it was tracked down at the 42-yard line by old number 56, Jaden Caron.
Good job by Ashland. Coached well there to just run off the field, get out of the way. Don't get near that thing.
He got way too much air under that one. You wanted the line drive that one.
It was like a chip
it's
shot.
like in golf on a windy day.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, I like to keep it low.
Yeah, there you go. When it's breezy, swing easy.
Horning hands it off to number 3. Is that
Latessa?
Latessa getting?
Jake Maloney with the carry.
Oh, Merloni.
Was that a 2 or a 3?
Guess it was a 2.
Brought down by number 21, Jim Kilduff.
But they're really mixing these running backs up a little bit.
Well,
Yard on the play.
Here comes Mejia, Christian Mejia.
Jake hasn't had many carries this season, but that was him. Gain of 1 second and 9. Here we go. Coach McKay has the play he wants. Communicated to his quarterback, Jackson Horning. Up the middle. A good 4 yards.
That was Christian Mejia with the carry.
Chris Mejia, who's showed some good speed tonight and good power up the middle, has another good run. But it's a 3rd downer coming up.
I hope Brody's okay. Brody's been their horse out there.
Something went wrong there. Blocking broke down in the offensive line. Chris didn't get much.
4th down and 4 yards to go.
Clockers are going for it, showing tremendous confidence in their defense. 4th and 4. Almost at midfield. Or is it all a fake? It's all a fake. It's a timeout. Clockers tried to hurry up, try to get the Blackhawks to make a mistake on the defensive line, but they held their positions, and now I'm guessing we're going to punt.
Yep, looks like Ashland's going to punt here. 4th and 4 on the 51-yard line. Good punt last time by Evan.
Oh, a beauty. They let it go. It goes Ashland's way inside the 10 and curls back to the 9. Excellent, excellent punt.
Well, I thought he had enough room to fair catch that, but he bailed at the end.
Yeah, he just had to take one step. He just didn't have the confidence to do it. Cost his team 10+ yards, I suppose. But an excellent kick. Line of scrimmage, the 48. So that is a 40, what is it, 41 and 2, 43-yard punt by Evan Smith. Latessa sealed the corner, but the back was brought down.
Well, it looked like they had him back further. He kind of broke free from Smith.
Chris Bellingham with the carry for the Blackhawks, taken down by
Or Christensen.
Jason Christensen.
Jake Latessa, 2 interceptions tonight from his free safety position in the center of the field. That's him on about the 24-yard line. He's had a great job tonight. He's had a great night. This is a run. And we're not getting much here at all. Great team tackling loose football after the back was down. 3rd down play coming up for the Blackhawks deep in their own territory. A great chance for the Ashland defense to get a significant stop here. It'll give the Clockers good field position, force the Blackhawks to punt into a stiff breeze, which has hurt them already tonight. on a couple of occasions. Gustafson is on the inside. Jason Arms on the outside on defense for Ashland. And they try a very safe running play, and they've got a few yards out of it, and all things considered, not a horrible choice.
No, he read his blockers well. He was right behind a blocker and
gives them a little more room for this important punt. Ashland 13, Bellingham nothing. 1:44 left to go in the third quarter. This is sort of a big play for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I like that Nathan's kind of far back. You know,
Where
only
does
if
he settle? 40, 46. He's at the Blackhawk 46. Pretty good kicker, but the wind has killed him. And this one again dies in the wind. And again takes a neutral bounce. No help to the Blackhawks. And Ashland starts with their best field position of the night at the Blackhawk 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
That was a good stop by Ashland. You know, they 3 running plays, trying to get outside, and they've been just really doing a great job.
You know, against the wind, tough to pass.
It is.
So it was a perfect situation, and they held them.
Looks like Dom's going back in.
Kavanaugh re-enters at quarterback, calls the play. Who's in the backfield? Is it Mejia or is it Asenko?
It's a Cinco.
Good run.
Brody Asenko with the carry.
Give him the 20, down to the what, the 25?
A gain of 7 yards, 2nd down.
Almost.
Yep.
Good first down run, Brody Asenko. Clark is driving. Up the middle again. He bounces right. Gets inside the 20 for an Ashland first down. Brody Asenko.
That's a first down. Brody
It's a nice tackle by Bellingham there. He had some room.
First down.
Brody Asenko running with a purpose tonight. And he's been backed up very ably by Christian Mejia, number 22.
Yep. He's a faster and he needs a little space. Brody's a little better up, you know, going through the middle.
Here's the handoff. They try the other side this time. Oh, almost hurdled the tackler.
That's Brody Asenko.
Looks like he had an angle outside.
On the hurdle, not able to escape the reach. Number 34, AJ Pelletier.
Asenko 3 straight carries.
But a gain of 7.
Colin Hanrahan style.
Absolutely. Just keep pounding away. Get 7-8 yards a carry.
Sickles goes right. DeParon goes left. Christensen in the slot. They fight. Tough yard.
That runs out the time on the 3rd quarter.
That was a quick third period there. A lot of running.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone passed the ball.
3rd down and 1 when we return the 4th quarter.
And now the teams change sides, and the Clockers have the disadvantage in the 4th period with this gusty wind here that we've had at Bill Kunis Field.
As we switch fields, I want to remind you that the winter sports meeting
Clockers' last home game for quite a while tonight.
will be on
As
Tuesday,
they head on the
November
road,
7th,
they
7:30
go to
at High School
Dedham
Level
next
Point.
week for the first time maybe ever.
For all athletes.
Play the Dedham High School Marauders, a new member of the Tri-Valley League.
The new registration system.
And then they have Medway.
If you're wondering where Dedham is, it's right next to Westwood, so it's contiguous with another Tri-Valley League team.
Then Medway, and then at Millis.
I, of course, once lived in Dedham.
Did you really?
When I lived in Dedham, the high school teams had no nickname.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah.
What are they now?
The Marauders.
The Marauders.
They were occasionally referred to in the papers as the Shire Towners. The Shire Town being the county seat. Dedham was the county seat of Norfolk County. But they had no nickname.
That's a little odd. Well, it's third down here. Let's see if the Clockers can punch it in here. Dom at quarterback.
Good hard run.
Brody Asenko with the carry.
They would like Brody to get this one, I think. He's done all the heavy lifting on this drive.
Absolutely.
No huddle, they rush to the line.
First and goal from the 4-yard line.
There he goes. He busts to the goal line and he's in.
And that's a touchdown.
Brody Asenko.
Touchdown.
A 33-yard drive fueled by the running of Brody Asenko, who cashes it in for 6 and gives Ashland a 19-0 lead with Augustinelli's extra point to follow. Augustinelli kicking with the, is it the left foot?
Oh, yeah.
The rare left-footed kicker. Snap back, ball down, it's up, it's good.
And the kick is good.
Timeout on the field. Ashland 20 and Bellingham nothing.
Well, that was a pretty effective little
and a clock
drive
eater.
there. Just
and a
running
clock-
down the
yeah.
field.
Clockers 20.
You know, almost wearing the Blackhawks down a little bit.
Yep. Just one to the right, one to the left.
Yep.
Haven't really thrown the ball.
Clocker offensive line asserting itself here in the second half. 10:42 left to go in the game. Ashland with a commanding 20-0 lead as they try to break a two-game losing streak and head on the road for the next 4 weeks.
Yep.
With their heads high. Some tough games coming up after Dedham. We still have to play Norton.
Nope. We got Dedham, Medway, and Millis.
And then we got Millis, the third game.
And then it goes to the playoffs.
So we got 3 road games in a row. In the playoffs, you don't really know where you're playing. Bounces, it's picked up. Good, that's Jimmy Palermo.
Number 1, James Palermo. Brought down immediately.
So the Hawks have decent field position at their own 34, better than they had last time. But and they've got the win with them, and I think they're going to have to open it up. They got to get back in this game quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have the firepower to do it. They've shown it. They just haven't, done it in enough, regularity to put anything on the board yet.
Yeah, they just haven't got close enough to the goal line,
Well, and the defensive line has played really well. There's been a lot of sacks.
Donaputi's been tough.
Smith and
Yep.
Robertson and
Yep.
Casey Lichtford.
The quick out, they go back to that. Now he cuts it inside. The Clockers know this play by now. Ball comes loose at the end, but it's already down. And not much of a gain there, if anything.
No, it was a really good tackle by Jason. He kind of had him early, let him go, and then got right back on him. That was a very good job, very determined job there.
We'll call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Kilduff over the middle, overthrows.
Might have heard some footsteps there.
Yeah, his passing has not been as crisp as it was in the early going, and I admire his courage in just firing those passes. He does not seem to have any regard for whether they're overthrown. He just lets it go.
So Ashland's in.
They go back to the run, and now the ball's loose. Ashland says they have it. We'll wait for the officials.
Oh, yeah.
And they do have it.
He ripped it right out of his hands. That was reminiscent of the last game.
Back in business at the Bellingham 35.
Colin Dagg.
Fumble recovery for the Clockers.
And
I think Colin Dagg ripped it out and got the recovery.
we'll have to watch the Blackhawks closely here, Steve. They may be losing some of their fire here.
Yeah.
That's a tough turnover after an Ashland touchdown, an extra point made it 20-0, which is what they trail by now. To give it up again here in your own territory kind of knocks the wind out of you. Let's see what happens.
Well, you got to think they're going to keep it on the ground. And I'm wrong.
Clockers look to the air. They go long and deep and just a little too long. Jackson Horning intended for, was it Christensen? Or
That pass intended for Jason Arms.
Jason Arms, number 25.
Second down.
He had the short receiver open.
it could have been completed, but
Yeah.
it was
Oh, he-
just a little too far.
It looked like he had some space out there. Tough throw in the wind there. Now Jason's in for Evan. I think Evan was the guy that was open out there. Not sure about his hands. He's a big kid. Another
A
tough
handful,
run.
a handful. Third down coming up.
Brody Asenko with the carry. Gain of 5 yards, third down.
Clockers
think
would
that-
love to keep this drive going.
The pass in the flats has seemed to have been open all day.
And we haven't seen it very much, have we?
They run the DB off, the quarterback off, and the linebackers are not great at getting in the flat.
Horning calling signals now. Sickles comes this way. Straight up.
Jason's open again. Well, maybe they listened to me.
There it is. You heard it here first. Complete to Christensen.
Number 35.
So he did a good job because he was inside, you know, right over the guard, and just fell out to the side. Got a nice block by his receiver down the field.
That's a big gain. Jason Christensen, the senior, with a big reception and a big game, a perfectly thrown ball.
There's a timeout
A
on
good
the field.
play fake.
Full timeout. Clockers.
And the ball's at the Bellingham 10. The clock has stopped the clock with 8:35 to go in the game. They have a 20-0 lead, and they're knocking on the door looking for more. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV.
From our coaching staff.
Bob Thacker and Steve Brzezinski bringing you tonight's game. Live on Facebook. Follow the Clockers on the website on Facebook and on Channel 40 on your Verizon network, and can't remember the number for Comcast.
All of those in support of our
We have the
football
other
program
sports
here
too. You know, we've got soccer, we've got field hockey, we've got
Basketball,
cross country, and
cross country. You guys do cross country?
well, we do something.
We
You
do
know,
something.
it's hard to. It's
Are you
hard
following
to-
around? You racing with them? I can see you doing that, Bob.
I usually try to do something at the finish line.
There you go.
Yeah,
That might be easier.
the start and the finish. Yeah, in years gone by. This is a running play, and Asenko takes it to the 5.
Brody Asenko with the carry.
Offensive lineman on our right.
5 yards.
We got our first injured boy of the night, although we saw an injury in
I think it was
warm-ups
52.
tonight.
I think it was Donnie Jones absolutely drilled that guy back
Field.
and put him on his back.
We're softening him up.
A pancake block, if you will. Familiar with those?
Yes.
Wow, that was an absolute block.
Got a boy hurt now, and we're going to take a knee and see what's going on with him. 8:21 to go. It's Ashland 20 and Bellingham nothing. Clockers trying to even their record at 2-2 tonight and are well on their way before they go on the road for the next 3 games and then hopefully into the playoffs. So it's Dedham, Medway, and Millis are the next 3 games for Ashland on the road. All Friday night games, I'm thinking at 7 o'clock.
Well, we thought tonight was at 7 o'clock, but they jumped it up on us.
They got a 7:30 start, so I'll be getting home a little later tonight.
It's all right.
Yeah, I know.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
You don't need to put too much effort in tomorrow, do we?
Oh, no, it's a half day. It's a luncheon day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
We have a Friday luncheon that I attend
Where
each
do you
week.
go?
It's
that. You rotate it, or?
it's it's like Rotary, only it's just me and a couple of college buddies.
Good for you.
We meet at the Villa
Nice.
in Constituent.
So we've got that event October 19th.
That's coming up.
Yep, at the Dr. Green's Golf in
What
Ashland.
day of the week is that,
That's a
Stephen?
Thursday night.
It's a Thursday night
Yep.
event,
Yep.
and that's in the rear of the clock factory,
Yep.
right on Route 135. If you enter off 135, just go in the back and you can't miss it. And it's a great place. It's a lot of fun. If you've ever wanted to play Pebble Beach or any of the famous courses, this is your chance.
Yes. So they're having at 6:30. They'll have foursomes going off for 9 holes, and then at 8:30, foursomes going off for 9 holes.
That's going to be fun.
So they'll have 6 bays available. So they'll have 24 golfers each half time, and then they're going to have 1 bay open, and they're going to just they'll do a tournament for like an hour, closest to the pin or longest drive, and kind of rotate it. And then you got pool and shuffleboard and a putting green and obviously food and drink, and it should be a great event.
As it was explained to me, the secret to having fun there is the putting is the hardest part.
It is.
And the proprietor told me it's best you can set.
Yes. I set it at 12 feet.
That's what he recommends. He says it's a lot more fun. You set it at 12 feet, so how does that work, Steve? If you're within 12, you're in?
In 12, you're in.
You're in, okay. And that way it keeps it going and it keeps it fun.
Yeah, you play a lot more.
Yeah.
It's kind of like temporary greens, if you will.
Yes. Well, I've been playing winter rules 12 months a year since 1981.
Well, we did not play winter rules today.
At the Marlboro Country
Marlboro
Club
Country
today
Club,
for
yep.
charity.
Yep. Very good event. I think they raised about 30 grand.
Nice.
Which is great. So he's
So we got a boy down. I didn't get his number. I'm going to look now through the binoculars and see if I can see who it was. I believe it was a lineman, Steven.
Yeah, I think it was. So hopefully people are signing up for that event and they can get a full field and make some money for the club.
The Clocker Club, right?
Well, this is all for football, but yeah,
Yeah.
Everything goes through the Clocker Club.
Just cannot see his number, but he's sitting up. Of course, in a situation like this, no one is in any hurry. The health of the boy, the primary
Looks like it's
interest. It's number
57
67.
or 67.
Yeah. 67 is Raza Shah, and 57 is Corey Dulac. Yeah, the Clockers have really learned a lot in these first 4 games.
Oh yeah.
That Dover-Sherburne game was really something that they could learn from. To lose that game at home,
Yeah.
and to go so long without being able to move the ball towards the end zone, and to play that tough on defense and still lose,
Yep.
it hurts.
Oh, definitely. And they've played equally as well today on defense. They're pitching a shutout so far. They've really stepped it up on the defense since that Medfield game, which
That Medfield game still sticks in my craw. Man, we had that one in our back pocket, 36-35, with a minute and a half left. and a very talented Medfield team
Yep.
needed just one play to retake the lead and win the game with a minute and a half to go. And
That offense, that game was clicking.
No.
Jackson was.
no, what was it Medfield and Hopkinton tonight?
Um,
Am I right? That could be a shootout.
No,
Hopkinton
yes,
with the
Medfield and
slightly better
Hopkinton, yep.
defense. The only thing is, I think TD picked Hopkinton.
He did.
So,
yep, I saw that.
they're in trouble. You know.
Well,
Man.
you know, here comes the ambulance, which you never want to see.
Oh boy, it's been a long time since we've seen the ambulance on the field, but obviously necessary right here tonight. Let's see. Does he come right up our ramp here, Steve?
I believe so.
He's going to have to, right? There's no other way.
I think you can go.
They clear the decks, and how does he get onto the field?
I think you can go all the way around.
Yep.
And down that way.
Okay,
I believe.
let's see.
Although that's a tight little.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to try to pick him up here.
It's got to be a, I'm guessing something got a dislocated leg or something, yeah. Oh, I see you. I see. The ambulance stays down there, and you get them on the golf cart, and you shuttle them down. That's how it works.
Well, we hope that
At
boy's
least
okay.
in this situation. So that puts a damper on the night. Which has been a good night for Ashland. A 20-0 lead in the fourth period. Did we do our Montana Tech update yet
No,
tonight?
we didn't, you
And
know.
well, actually tonight we're going to have to not do our update because the Ore Diggers had the week off last week.
So
in case you're wondering.
I was getting my diet soda, and Merle Kuna said, you know, I'm not the only one from Montana. Apparently, she spent some time out there, too.
Yeah. It's nice. And the
Very nice lady.
and the Ore Diggers undefeated on the season, of course, 4-0. And of course, the big reunion coming up.
Yep, 30 years.
3 weeks from tonight or this weekend.
Yep.
And the 30-year reunion of the fabled class of '87. We're back live, action, here we go. Up the middle, no, it's a pass and a touchdown, Tom Brady style.
That's a touchdown.
It's Evan Smith on the touchdown.
Beautiful play fake
With the touchdown.
by Jackson Horning. And a beautiful pass to a wide open tight end, I guess, Evan Smith.
Yeah, I think they call him an H-back.
And wow,
That's that.
what a beautiful play, 5 yards. And something goes wrong here, and the extra point try fails, and the score holds with 8 minutes to go. It's Ashland 26 and Bellingham nothing. Boy, what a fun play that was, huh?
That was.
All by himself.
It's good to see that.
Beautiful play fake to Asenko up the
Absolutely.
middle.
You know, we talked about it a little bit earlier. That flat has been open. The linebackers don't respect the flat.
2 big plays. One, I think, was to Christensen, and then
Yeah,
the touchdown pass.
just you fake inside, and the linebackers have been biting all night.
Although you almost think either way it would have been a touchdown.
I know, I know. Well, Brody's been running the ball
Yeah.
so well. So let's see if they kick this down or squib it.
They kick from the 40 in high school football. Doesn't go far. It's going to be returned.
Good tackle by Brody.
Return made by number 1, James Palermo.
Jim Palermo didn't get much,
Brought down by number 67.
but at least he returned it and didn't fair catch it.
Looks like Michael McSweeney was there. We got
Blackhawks will start from there.
We're going to see some changes on defense, I would think, for the Clockers this afternoon. Mejia's going in. Christensen's coming out. Jason Arms, 25, manning the near side. Big hole. A first down run. It's very close to it.
The tackle made by number 2.
They're going to give him the first down.
Merloni.
Jake Merloni, number 2 on the tackle.
Is he a linebacker?
I think so.
Yeah.
Outside backer, yep.
With the carry.
Now who's up front now? Who is
Well, you
that?
got 53, which is Fuller. 67, McSweeney. 69, I'm not sure who he is.
69?
That was good enough.
Ryan Dwinell's the senior,
Okay.
getting some playing time.
Ball on the 45
And then I think you got Dom Kavanaugh on the outside.
I see
But
Noah
now he's-
Fuller's 53. Where's 52?
53 is Fuller.
Or is Kavanaugh? Dom
Yeah,
Kavanaugh. Yeah.
Kavanaugh's out there.
You know, there was an idea there, but the Clockers are just in too fast.
Fuller with the tackle there.
Carried by number 5, Dan Anupu.
Anubu could get any running room.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down.
Sickles still in there. Here we go.
Just swarming defense.
Was that a pass play?
No.
No.
That was a sweep.
Christian Mejia with the tackle on that play. The prior play, tackle made by Noah Fuller. Both resulting in loss of yards. That play drops a
Number 17, Bubba Gazzard coming out.
38-yard line. Third down.
He wants to pass. Kilduff lets it go into heavy traffic through the hands of a Clocker. And now it's fourth down. A punt situation for Bellingham. Clocker's going to get the ball back with under 6 minutes to go and a 26-0 lead.
Well, the Clockers have played well. The one turnover down deep, the interception.
Yep.
Beyond that, they haven't had any one penalty on that offsides, and
No
they
mistakes.
played a very clean game.
Floating snap, and that's what you can do when the wind's at your back, because that one rolls to the 11 or the 12. How about that?
That was a good punt.
Yeah, that's a 50-yarder, right? From the line of scrimmage. Wow. Wind a factor in the punting and passing game tonight.
And there's a timeout on the field.
Ball actually rolled all the way up to the 14 somehow. Clocker's going to start deep in their own territory. They want to maintain control. They want to maintain possession, run some clock, and get this thing done.
Getting some of the younger kids in now. Jack Merrill, number 4, just went in. Looks like Jackson is still at the quarterback.
Jack is a junior. If we see Jake Merloni in the backfield. Horning's in at quarterback. Chris Mejia fell on that misstep.
Tough snap there. I don't know if they were trying to go Wildcat on that, but
It was hard to tell.
yeah, it just kind of went in between the two
It
of
was
them.
just chase the ball. Horning is the quarterback.
Just letting some time off the clock here.
It's a run. Oh, he just got him and wouldn't let him go.
Looks like Ashland might get called for a hold.
Flag on the play.
Mejia carried.
Comes Jake Merlone.
Mejia with the carry. That penalty being assessed against the Clockers.
Looks like Bellingham still has their starters out there.
Penalty is a block in the back.
Jack Namlot, 76, seeing some action. And Lucas Howard, 77's out there also.
That penalty is declined.
Ryan Dwinells is the center, 69 as far as I can tell.
Lucas is a big kid, number 77.
Movement, but no flags. And a good run. Very shifty, a nice job.
Good run by Jake Merlone there.
Maloney with the carry, cutting
Shades of his father, Jamie.
Had to weave, couldn't get that, couldn't get
That was close.
strictly forward. So it's a 4th and 1, and Ashland's gonna punt into the wind, or so it seems. So we're down to 4:21, the clock running. Try to get some yardage out of this punt. See if he line drives it. Or waits for a opportune moment when the wind isn't gusting, and he just drives it. And
Really
it takes an
good punt.
Ashland bounce, collected by Profit at the 37. He gets to the 45 as flags fly.
It's going to be a block in the back on Bellingham there.
So that's going to set them back 10 or 15.
It's a good net gain there by Ashland.
3:48 to go. In this game, Ashland 26, Bellingham nothing. Looks like if this score holds, or that the Clockers and the Blackhawks will both be 2 wins and 2 losses as we head towards the halfway mark in this season.
Now, do we know who Bellingham beat?
They beat
Millville.
No, they beat out of the league, both out of the league.
Okay.
BMR,
Yep.
Blackstone Millville Regional, and a Catholic school called Bishop Stang.
Who we played in the playoffs.
I think we
We
did.
did,
Yeah,
down there.
Yeah.
Yep. They were ranked pretty high. And
That's a pretty good win over a private
really good
school.
win,
Yeah.
yep.
And BMR's a big school, you know, not the greatest program, but a
Right.
big school. So those are 2 great wins. The loss to Medway was sobering, and the Blackhawks have some work to do off of this game from what I've seen tonight as well. They have some skilled players, but I'm not sure that those sweeps and those quick out passes are gonna do it. I think they're gonna have to go a little more vertical and.
Well, we got the double safety in now with Nathan back there and number 11, Jalen Simpson.
Is it what is this safety?
Yep.
Yeah. And Merrill's in 2, number 4. and they can't handle the snap. They may have a new quarterback in the game.
Number 29's going in.
You know, I think Kilduff has a good arm, but him and his receivers have to get a little more organized.
Yep.
You know, I love his leadership, but a lot of his passes that just haven't been on target tonight. Might have something to do with the wind.
Yeah, this wind is brutal.
Number 14 is getting a chance to quarterback the Blackhawks tonight. And his name is...
Lucas Howard almost on the tackle there. He just missed it. Number 51 coming in now.
Joey Rinaldi, a sophomore, is quarterbacking the Blackhawks now.
Loss of another 2 yards. Third down.
Under 3 minutes left to play. See if Rinaldi gets to throw a pass. He does not. Good hard run. Not too much to show for it.
Gain of about 2 yards on that carry.
And the Hawks are going to have to kick it away. So generally we get another home game in the playoffs.
At least one. Yep.
Yeah, I think we're in.
May get two.
One way or another, we get a home game if we make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs. So there'll be at least one more game here at Cunas Field in late October or early November. Bad punt. He was rushed. It's going to net about 11 or 10 yards. The Clockers take over in Bellingham territory again. The defense has really done a job of giving Ashland's offense great field position.
They really have.
Especially in the last 2 touchdowns.
They may be able to run this down, but...
No, I think we got 148. We got about 3 plays, and I think this one's going to be in the books. Let's see. We're not going to be taking knees.
Well, Ashland has their starters out.
We are taking knees, Hornick. So, Coach McKay has decided that his team has done enough tonight, and he's going to let this clock run all the way down. The Blackhawks content to let it go too, so we may have seen the last play of this game. Clock running, 1:20 left to go. Ashland goes to 2 wins and 2 losses on the season. And there'll be 1 win and 1 loss in the Tri-Valley League small division. Blackhawks go to 0-2 in the league and 2-2 overall. And it's on to Dedham next week, followed by Medway and Millis for Ashland.
It'll be interesting to see how they do against Dedham. You know, I got to do a little research on them, see who they played and what they're doing.
They're not strong again this year. And that's why they had to leave they just could not win in the Bay State League against teams like Framingham and Natick.
But that's a big town, isn't it?
What?
Dedham's a pretty big town.
It's you know, it's in like the high 20s, you know.
Oh, that's
it's decent size.
We're about 16, right?
It's a decent size. You're right.
Oh, that's going to end it. There's 17 seconds to go. Looks like they can just run it out.
Well, everything that was bad about the DS loss is now erased from my memory.
Erased.
And an outstanding performance by the Clockers tonight as they shut out the Bellingham Blackhawks 26-0 at Bill Cunas Field. An excellent overall performance. Some great play by Dom.
My name is Dave Hatch. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Dom Kavanaugh, quarterback in the first half, 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Luke Gustafson, all by himself, about a 45-55-yard play. And the second one went to Nathan Sickles in the corner.
Yep, Nathan.
in the other end zone, and two nice touchdown passes. A great catch by Nathan, by the way, on that. He just went and got that ball.
And then you had Brody and then Evan.
And Brody played an excellent game. Got a lot of yards tonight. Maybe his best night as a clocker for total yardage. But he, you know, I think you hit it on the head. He ran with a lot of authority tonight, and he ran with power, and he ran with speed, which is everything you want in a back. And it's a lot of it is confidence. And he showed it tonight. And a monster game for number 9.
Yeah, he had a few sacks. I mean, my stars of the game would definitely be Evan Smith. Can't forget Jake Latessa with those 2 early interceptions.
The sophomore.
Yeah, and then Brody. I think those 3 had great games. You know, there's a lot of guys with great games, but those guys really played well.
And Evan capped off his night in the best way possible with a touchdown reception on a 5-yard toss
for a big
from
guy.
Jackson Horning.
Yep.
Who acquitted himself well, a quarterback in the second half as well. So we're going to say good night from Bill Cuna's Field. The final score for the final time was Ashland 26 and Bellingham nothing. Tonight's game produced and directed by Todd Carter. My partner is Steve Brzezinski. I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.